Yo, what is up, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today, I wanted to be talking about the Hot Toys Wolverine figure that just released. Not really just released, I'm a little late to the game, but holy crap, this is incredible. You are going to be getting two different versions, a deluxe and a normal version. The deluxe comes with the mask head sculpt and the Hugh Jackman sculpt. The regular one, you're only going to be getting the mask version. Well, you get plenty of faceplate options. You get an angry, a screaming, and just a normal expression. And I'm so glad they finally gave him the comic book accurate suit. The movie was a blast. If you guys haven't watched the movie, I do highly recommend it. The movie was fantastic, and just it translates so well into 1/6 scale. I believe this is going to be the definitive Wolverine figure forever. I don't think they are ever going to top this figure. This guy looks incredible. Just look at that Hugh Jackman sculpt. It's fantastic looking. You cannot beat that head sculpt. As I was saying earlier, I do believe this is going to be the definitive Wolverine figure for now and probably forever because I don't think we are going to get a better Wolverine figure. I don't even know if they're going to introduce him in the MCU. I know they kind of did with this movie, but you also do get all the battle damage parts with the deluxe version, so you can go sleeveless, you can go battle damage, you can go the battle damage head sculpt. You can do so many options with the display on this figure. I'm honestly tempted to get two. I know that's a lot of money, but you can get one head sculpt, one mask sculpt. This figure just looks incredible. That Hugh Jackman sculpt. I know I am glazing this figure right now, and I'm sorry, but you get so many options, and this it's just great. They did also put out a other version for Wolverine, which I am going to be talking about in a little bit. After I'm done glazing this figure, I will talk about that. They released a shirtless version. I don't think that's going to be the definitive one. I don't really see why you would get that one unless you just like Jackman, but I don't see why you would get that one. I'm sorry if you guys are hearing the thunder in the background. I did forget to mention, but you are going to begin rolling eyeballs with this figure and also the other version. The other version is basically the exact same sculpt, just battle damage, which I will be showing you guys in a little bit. So these are the furry looks that you can pull off with this figure if you do get the deluxe version. Keep in mind, all these options are just for the deluxe. When you get the normal version, you are only getting the mask sculpt. You are not getting the Hugh Jackman sculpt nor the battle damage parts. So if you want the battle damage stuff and the head sculpt, gotta get the deluxe. But to me, anyway, I don't see why you wouldn't get the deluxe. Like you get so much options. Like that head sculpt is a must for me. That's probably the way I'm going to be displaying him when he arrives. Here's a better look at the other Wolverine figure that I was talking about earlier. This is going to be the TVA jacket Wolverine, as they're calling it. Basically, shirtless Jackman, Hugh Jackman Wolverine. You got a good amount of body damage. The sculpt looks great. Obviously, it's the same sculpt, but just with blood and some scrapes on it. The body is silicone, so I don't know how well that is going to hold up in the collection. You do get silicone arms with the other version. Again, be careful bending those. But this guy looks great. I like the dirty pants. You do get a battle damage mask, but you unfortunately cannot put that on the figure. It's just for him to hold. You cannot have him wear it, which is very unfortunate, but I do really like the dirty and all the weathering on the figure. He also does come with a bloody katana. For some reason, I don't really remember him ever using that in the movie besides when Deadpool fisted him with it. But you also do get the TVA jacket and this little cool diorama slash base. Overall, the figure does look cool, but I personally will not be getting this one. The other Wolverine looks 10 times better, in my opinion. You gotta get that comic accurate suit. And if you really want to weather it, you can weather it up. If this is a deal breaker, all the weathering and again, if you just want that cool silicone body with all the body damage, I can see the possibility of some cool customs. Like I could see you using this body for a custom Batman, sorry. Custom Batman. Like you can just take the pants off, pause, and put some Batman pants on, put a Batman head sculpt on it, and that could be a cool custom. But again, I don't see why the point for really getting this over the other version. I again, expressed this throughout this entire video that I do think the other one is better. I'm sorry. I know I'm kind of repeating myself in glazing the other figure, but this one looks great. Don't get me wrong. This one does look very good. I just don't know how well that silicone is going to hold up, and especially if you're in humid climates. We all know how pleather is. Pleather fucking sucks, and I'm glad Hot Toys is moving away from that with the new Black Widow release. They're not doing that anymore. Thank God. But I don't know how well the silicone will hold up over time. You do have the jacket for that reason, I guess. But overall, both of these figures do look great, and if you do want to pick either of these up, Pop Collectibles, Sideshow, Big Bad Toy Store, they will have those all in stock. I will leave some of those links in the description for if you guys want to check those out. Again, not promoting or telling you guys to get this figure, but if you do want to check those out, I will leave those in the description below.